This week on the farm, we are decorating for Valentine's Day, starting our first round of seeds. Then we're going to get in the kitchen and bake a cinnamon swirl pound cake with a maple glaze. And then we're going to set the table for our special night. Today I am starting an entryway makeover. I found this bench online and I thought it would be perfect for this wall behind me. It's going together pretty quickly, pretty easily, especially considering how many little helpers I have today. This bench is about 48 inches long and about 19 inches deep. I'm at the point where I've gone through just about every piece of furniture I've got in my basement, and I'm trying to find these pieces that I need to invest in that are really going to fit and work for the decor style in my home. So this bench, I think, is a perfect little addition to this area.
So I'm now on this opposite wall of this bench, and this is the desk, and I'll show it to you in just a minute. But I wanted to show you the goodies that I picked up for Valentine's Day. I don't have a lot of Valentine's decor, and when you see this, it's sort of decorated for spring and summer. I'm going through all of my decorations and trying to get like my bits and pieces where they need to go so I know what I need to invest in Valentine's Day. Is one of those areas where I just don't have a lot of stuff. So I also don't love a lot of the decorations that are at the store. It's very too glittery and just a little too not my style. So I started with a blanket. So this is from Amazon. I don't know the brand, but it was, I think, 20 bucks. And I was really impressed with the way it feels, and it's just like this lightweight knit blanket, but it's got this crisscross pattern. It's got the fringes on the end, and I really like the color of pink. I am not a pink person. The reason I got it was because, number one, I wanted it for Valentine's Day, but I also wanted it for Easter. So we're gonna drape the blanket over the bench, and then I also grabbed a pack of 4 pillow covers. I think this was $10 or $11 for the pack of 4, but I'll show you which ones come with it. They're really pretty. I had a hard time deciding which one I wanted to use. This is just kind of a pink floral one with a key down in the flowers, and it says, "I love you." That was the one I kind of wanted to use. And then we have this heart tree that says, "I love you," with the bike. So that one's really pretty. And they had several different options on Amazon, different patterns and prints. This one, "Make Me Happy," with the arrow. And then this one, which is the one I think I'm going to use, it says "Loads of Love," with the hearts and the truck. It kind of had the pink in it. I have had the pillow insert, which I believe I've got this. I will try to link this one. I think it came from Amazon too, quite a while ago. Just these throw pillow inserts, and I've got the ones upstairs on our bed too, the Euro pillows, and they are the type of throw pillow that when they come, they are incredibly flat. Like, you don't even think it's a pillow, it's so flat. And then you take it and you shake it and you lay it in the sun, and it puffs up, and it stays so nice. They are perfect. So that's the pillow. I've got these on hands, and then I just grab all of these, since I have kids and a dog and a farm with orange mud. I grab these pillow covers for super cheap, and then when they get dirty and I can't wash them anymore, then I'm not sad about throwing them away. So the other thing that I got was, which kind of has a country vibe to it, was this wreath. It's also from Amazon. It's got little red and pink and white. They're just little, like, they almost look like berries on there. So let's decorate this bench, and then later on this week I am going to decorate one more area, my dining room, for Valentine's Day. I'm going to show you what I do in there because, again, I don't have a lot of Valentine's decorations, but I love to have the dining room table set and pretty for the holidays. So we are outside in the warm sunshine, and it is such a nice change of scenery, isn't it, girls?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Even the baby back there likes the change of scenery.
It feels like it's summer.
It feels like it's summer. It does feel warm in the sunshine, doesn't it?
Actually, it feels
So,
more like spring.
Today we're planting, I've got foxglove I need to start. Those I've left in the house. I'm going to do those later. I am starting some tidal wave petunias this year. I love petunias. I've always grown the proven winter ones, and I get them from the store, but I love the big drifts of them, and you know, $3–4 a pop of them can kind of get expensive when you want them everywhere to be this big, beautiful, flowery ground cover. So I'm going to try the tidal wave ones, and I'm actually going to try to start them from seed. So I've got 2 packets of those. Always a dog or an animal in my way. And then I've got big blue salvia, and those are really pretty tall flowering plants. They're kind of like a purpley blue and have a little bit of black on them. And then so we've got 10 seeds of those. Those are super tiny. And then even tinier are some Verbena bonariensis, I think is how you say it, and we've got lots of seeds of these. I actually tried these last year to put them straight into the ground, and they did not come up. So this year I'm going to start them. Way down over the hill, that's where the garden is going to be this year. We're actually doing a market style garden, and it's going to be big. I am doing the biggest garden I've ever done, and I'm really excited, but I'm also really nervous about it because I've just never grown on that level. But I'm excited to kind of grow for our family for the year. So a lot of it will be frozen or you know, canned, like our tomatoes. I use a lot of those through the winter time. Potatoes and onions, celery we're trying this year. I actually started those yesterday. So we're gonna do the petunias first. These come, it said, in a little capsule.
Oh, and
the seeds are so very, very tiny. So I'm just gonna lightly poke my holes here.
Can I put mine?
Yep.
I'll put mine once I'm done with
Okay, so we have 10 of these, I'm sorry, 20 of these. So we're gonna do 2 trays, 20. So poke your little holes in there. And we're gonna take them inside, either spray them or bottom water them. You can put water in the bottom of the tray, set the tray, these cells inside of it, and it takes it up from the bottom. That way that seed stays on top and gets all that light to germinate out of that pellet. Okay, next up, what do we wanna do? We wanna do the verbena. These are super tiny seeds. Can you read which one says verbena, Kaylin?
Kenshi now.
That's right. Good job. Cell packet.
It's really nice out today.
Look how tiny those seeds are.
I don't see them.
You don't even see them? That's how tiny they are.
Well, they're not. Well, they're not.
Okay, give me your hand.
Oh,
Try to get just 1 or 2. Look how tiny.
Oh my goodness.
Do 1 or 2 per cell. Give me your hand.
Oh my goodness.
You gotta come closer because I've got this baby.
Okay.
All right. Let's carefully carry them in and go take them to the heat mat. Today I am making a cinnamon swirl pound cake with a maple frosting, and it is so yummy. So I have half a cup of shortening, I have a half a cup of softened butter here. I am going to add to this 2 cups of sugar. Okay, and I'm going to start mixing this. All right, to this I'm gonna add 4 eggs, and I'm going to beat them after each addition. Okay, so you're just looking for this to be nice and fluffy. So I'm gonna set that to the side for just a second. I'm gonna start working with some of my other ingredients because we're gonna kind of layer them in. So I've got 1 cup of milk here, and I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. A little much there. Okay, and I'm just going to give that a stir. Set that to the side. Now I'm going to do 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I've got 3 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna add that. I'm just gonna give this a little stir together. Okay, I'm gonna set this one to the side, and I've already greased my pan with some Crisco. I greased it really good so it comes out really nicely. Then I have a 1/3 cup of sugar, and to this I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of cinnamon. This is going to be one of the layers of the pound cake. Okay, I'm just gonna give that a stir. This pound cake recipe is really easy. It just requires a lot of different dishes. But it turns out so good, it's worth it. And then that glaze on the top, it is like a Saturday morning because it's got coffee in it, it's got maple flavoring in it. It is awesome. So, okay, this again, we're setting this to the side right now. So now we're going to work on building our layers. Okay, we are back to our egg mixture. So we're gonna layer, we're gonna alternate the milk mixture with the flour mixture. All right, so a little bit of the milk. So just a couple different back and forth, just 2 or 3. So we've got our bundt cake pan. If you don't have a bundt cake pan, this will be fine. Just get out a sheet pan and do your layers thin, sprinkle your cinnamon sugar, and build your cake that way, and then pour that glaze right over the top after it's done and cooled. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of this cinnamon and sugar, and we're just going to dump it into the bottom. Just kind of go around here best you can. This is what's going to give the top that little bit of cinnamon goodness. So I'm just kind of going around the edge like that. Then I'm going to take about 1/3 of my batter and lay it in the pan. So we're going batter, cinnamon and sugar, batter, cinnamon and sugar. So this is where those layers come into play. So I'm just going to spread that around nice. Okay, then a little bit more cinnamon and sugar mixture, just kind of covering the pound cake. Then another layer of batter. Spread it out. And then the last layer of batter. All right, this is going in a 350-degree oven for about an hour, hour and 15 minutes until a knife comes out cleanly. So let's put this in there. Okay, so let's talk about this glaze. I have pre-made this glaze. You can find the recipe for this pound cake along with the glaze at rockfishfarm.com. I've made it in a container. You need to melt some butter for it, but it smells so good when you open this container. And so I want to do a cool glaze, so I want that melted butter and the icing to be nice and cool. I want my pound cake to be nice and cool, so that when I go to pour this on, it kind of sits on the top of the pound cake. So when that pound cake comes out of the oven, we will add the glaze that I've made and we'll give it a try. I hope you enjoyed joining me in the kitchen today, and I hope that you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day.